whereas Thrawn during the original trilogy. By now, everybody knows who Thrawn is, right? But why is he not in the original trilogy? Thrawn was an important figure for the Empire in the Rebels series as he tried to destroy everyone that deposed the rank of Palpatine. A member of the Chiss Ascendancy, he rose to prominence in the rankings of the Empire, a completely racist fraction. But because of his wit and him being an incredible tactician, he actually rose to power. That's where Ezra Bridger and his homeworld of Lothal comes in, which was occupied by the Empire before the original trilogy. Ezra Bridger was a young man that lived mostly as a thief in the streets of Lothal before encountering the rebels crew and discovering that Kanan Jarrus was a Jedi who survived Order 66. Ezra was already a Force-sensitive child, and he became student to Kanan Jarrus, who escaped Order 66 and lived with the Rebels crew. They accept Ezra Bridger in their family, and together they fight the forces of darkness. They fight the Empire and Admiral Thrawn. Well, that's where our main topic comes in. Where was Admiral Thrawn? To protect his homeworld from Thrawn, Ezra made a secret plan to call out the Purgles, Force-sensitive whales that live in space, to attack Thrawn's massive ship fleet. Ezra fights his way to Thrawn's Star Destroyer. In order to stop Thrawn's fleet, Ezra grabs Thrawn with the Force as the Purgles go light speed. They go around Thrawn as well, and Ezra needs to get the Empire out of Lothal, and they sort of travel light speed with the Purgles together. Now, where they head off next, we find out in the Ahsoka series, and they are actually sent to Peridia, a planet located in the far end of the galaxy. It was the homeworld of the Noti, who moved around continuously to evade any threats, and once home also to the witches of Dathomir before that eventually ended. Bale and Scroll would say that Peridia is the land of dreams and madness. Children's stories come to life. This is where the Purgles come to die, actually. And this is a real world, and I think it's a really cool place in Star Wars, a really cool planet. I'm really looking forward to exploring it more in either the Filoni movie or the Ahsoka season 2. I'm really excited to know more about Peridia. I think it's a really cool world and full of the Force, and just really a mysterious place. It is unclear what happened between Thrawn and Ezra during the original trilogy, but we do know that Ezra remained with the Noti until Sabine found him, and that Thrawn ruled with the remnants of the Empire on the world of Peridia until the series Ahsoka, which takes place after Return of the Jedi. Now, we might actually get a book series from Timothy Zahn himself, the author of Thrawn, explaining what happened between Thrawn and Ezra, and I really think that's a story that they should tell. I'm sort of disappointed that we don't know more about what happened between them in Ahsoka. They could have had a couple of conversations about it, but we don't know a lot of what happened. How they survived on Peridia and what happened, and then how they actually split. Like, because Ezra isn't really far off from Thrawn, so like I don't understand how Thrawn didn't find him. He was just really easy to find. Sabine found him in like not even a day. So to me right now it just doesn't really make sense all that much. Hopefully the novels will explain more, but I think that's a mistake that Star Wars makes sometimes, that they leave too much information for the novels to explain, and they don't explain it up front. It happens a lot just like in The Force Awakens. There's just so many things that they should have explained. I think the world building in The Force Awakens is pretty weak compared to the other Star Wars movies, but that's neither here nor there. So So yeah, that's why Admiral Thrawn is absent during the original trilogy, as is Ezra Bridger. Ezra Bridger is pretty important now. Star Wars, he's actually a pretty well trained and a powerful Jedi. So I'm excited to see more of him in Ahsoka season 2. I'm excited to see where he fits in all of this, because he won't. He, of course, we know that he's not going to be in the sequel trilogy. So maybe he dies. We don't know what happened. I'm just excited to know more about these characters post Return of the Jedi. So yeah, and of course, Thrawn is my favorite character. Is one of my favorite villains. He's dark and menacing, and I just think he's badass of Grand Admiral. He really is. So let me know what you think about Thrawn down in the comments below, and if you have any other questions that you'd like me to answer. So let me know, and please subscribe. See you next time. Peace.